Side chick is the woman or mistress that your husband is seeing secretly. And the word side chick makes wives shiver. The last thing we want to hear as wives is to hear that our husband has a secret woman he's seeing. And most of the times when that happens, we just want to have a physical confrontation with the lady, or we want to have a physical confrontation with our husband, and we end up messing things. Maybe you didn't even hear. Maybe you've deduced from his actions, the way he's so clingy to his phones, the way he's doing his things lately, and upon investigation, you realize that he has a side chick. You don't want to leave your marriage. You want to work on it. You want to save your marriage. How then do you deal with a side chick who has entered your marriage? That is why in this video, I want to be giving you some conventional ways to deal with a side chick who enters your marriage. If you are interested, kindly stick with me. Let's do this. Hello beautiful people, I welcome you back to my channel. This is Sekwia Nyami and this is my YouTube channel. I'm so excited you are here with me. Thank you so much once again. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that, because here we did it all. So let's get right into it. The first thing that you would have to do is to give yourself time to process it. Please don't jump, don't start acting. You need time to process the whole thing. Reflect on the situation before doing anything that you might regret later. Because most of the times, out of our adrenaline, we act and then later you regret whatever you did, whatever you said, or any actions that you took. So please take time, relax, okay, to process the whole thing. The next thing you want to be doing is to make sure that you have your emotions under control. You don't want to act out of anger, because when you act out of anger, you will talk plenty, you do a lot of things, and you later regret it. You realize that you spoke plenty, but whatever that you said, you didn't solve it. Now, we want to get the side chick out of our marriage. And so the talking plenty, the acting out of anger, the fighting, the physical confrontation will not solve it. Yes, you might feel better after you've spoken, after you've done all the ranting, but at the end of the day, she's still there. So please try as much as possible. Take some few days to get your emotions out of control before you decide on the next thing that you have to do. Now you have your emotions out of control. I'll say that do your research. I don't know, maybe someone told you, maybe you saw it from his actions, maybe you saw it on his phone. Do your research. You do not want to confront your husband on things that you don't have proof. And then at the end of the day, you will realize that it is not even true. Maybe you think that she's just a girlfriend. Before you realize, maybe after your investigation, you realize that she even has a child for him, or he even married her secretly. If you rush into doing anything without doing your investigation, you wouldn't know. So do your research, get your facts right before you accuse your husband of something he has not done, or before you get half of the picture and then you don't really come out with a solution. So please do your research. The next thing I want to tell you is that do not confront the other lady. Do not confront the side chick, my dear. If you get someone who is rude, she will be rude to you. She will tell you things that you would have to sit down, think through, make you feel bad, and all those things. And that is the last thing you want to do. Most at times, these side chicks, they give the madams their respect. Maintain it that way. Maintain your composure. Don't confront her. There have been instances where wives have confronted their husband's side chick and they said, yes, I'm going out with your husband. What can you do about it? Yes, I'm going out with your husband. It is your husband who came to propose to me. I didn't go to him. So if you have anything, go and discuss with your husband. In that case, what are you going to do? So please do not confront that girl or woman or mistress or whoever she is. One thing that wives normally do is that when we find out that our husbands have a side chick, we tend to compare ourselves to the other lady. My dear, no. Do not compare yourself to the other lady. It will hurt you more when you do that. And it will make you feel inadequate because you think that the other lady is better than you. No. The last thing you want to do is to feel worse about yourself because your husband decided to cheat with other lady. My dear, he is probably dating her because she's available, because he thinks he can do that and go scot-free. It has nothing to do with you. He is being a dufrupe. I don't know how to say a dufrupe in English, but then, okay, he is being selfish, let me put it that way. And he wants to eat his cake and have it. So please do not compare yourself to her. You are beautiful in your own way. At the end of the day, if you were that worse, why did he even marry you in the first place? So please, the last thing you want to do is to do something that will make you feel worse of yourself, will make you sit down to think through. When you were coming into this marriage, you didn't come with a high blood pressure. So you don't want to go out with a high blood pressure. Please don't compare yourself to the other lady. And then do not blame yourself. Is it because of something I didn't do? Is it because of something I did? Is it because... No, you don't want to be doing that. This has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with his irresponsibility and disrespect for the marriage vows. So do not blame yourself. This girl might even be with him because of his money, because of something that she's getting out of it. And you don't want to feel bad about yourself. So please, don't blame yourself. And then you need to talk to your partner about the cheating. This time, you don't want to do it out of anger. You don't want to do it out of emotions. And you want to do it with facts. If possible, leave home with him. And you don't want to do it with disrespect or rudeness. Don't talk about it in the house. Go out with him. Sit him down. Let him know that you know. Let him know that his cheating is no more a secret. Let him know how you feel about that. And let him know how disappointed you are. And give him the ultimatum to end that relationship as soon as possible. In this situation, communication is very critical. So the last thing you want to do is to let your emotions get to you and pack your bags and baggages and say, I'm leaving. I'm not sure you want to do that. So have that conversation with him. Feel free to pour everything that is in you out. Not out of anger, but have a matured, open, honest conversation with him. Now, after confronting your husband, it is time for you to make a decision. She's probably doing this because of money. She's probably doing this not because she wants the marriage. If that man is to marry her, my dear, she wouldn't be able to stay in the marriage. But the decision starts with you. Now that you have all the information, it's time to decide if you want to stay in the marriage or you want to leave. You might not feel like you are in the place to make the decision right now, and that's okay. Take some time before you are able to come to a conclusion. Don't rush into making a decision. Yes, it's as difficult that it might be. You need to make a decision that is best for you and that is best for your mental health in the long run. Let me give you a bonus tip. I also suggest that you go to the hospital and check for STDs and be sure that he has not given you any STD out of that affair that he decided to have with her. But you need to make a decision, as I said. But it shouldn't be there and then. After confronting him, whatever that he will say, however the outcome will be, will help you make a decision whether you want to stay, whether you want to hold on, or you want to move on. And then while you try to make that decision, please take care of yourself. I know that when it happens like this, sometimes it's very hard for you to even get out of the bed. It's very hard for you to even have a good night's sleep. It's very hard for you to wake up and then take care of yourself. Exercise, listen to music, eat well, have enough sleep, have some time alone. Take care of yourself. Please don't lose yourself because that man decided to have an affair, because one stupid girl decided to sleep with your husband. Take care of yourself. Prioritize your well-being. Let your mental health, let your physical health be your priority. Take time to engage in activities that will make you feel good. Whether if you have to go for a run, go for a run. If you have to spend time with friends, spend time with friends. If you have to read books, read books. But take care of yourself. The last thing you want to do is to seek for external help if possible. Getting an expert's opinion at this time is very necessary. If you are struggling to make a decision, then I think that you should talk to a counselor. And if you stay together, you might want to go for the counseling together. Even if you decide to move out of the marriage, you still would need to talk to an expert or talk to someone to make sure that you are okay mentally and psychologically. But if you decide to stay together as couple, as I said, speak to him about getting counsel. Talk to, it can be your pastor, it can be a marriage counselor, it can be a relationship expert. Both of you should come on the same page. Have an open mind, have an open heart. Listen to what the counselor will say, listen to what your husband will say, and see if you can work out the marriage. These are ways that I think you can do with a side chick who enters your marriage. Please take care of yourself. Don't confront her. Don't blame yourself. Don't compare yourself to her. Don't act out of emotions. Have that conversation with your husband and then make a decision whether you want to stay or you want to leave. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please give me any question you have in the comment section and I will be glad to answer. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you once again, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Nyame nka ho.